niyo yun? Kita niyo yung intro na yun? Nagmamasim na yung podcast ko, guys. Okay, so I'm really enjoying this, podcasting. Okay, so, every time there's a disaster or crisis back home, always on display, Filipino resilience, the spirit that never breaks. So, we see our kababayan smiling at chest-deep floodwaters, waving at the camera, and we feel a sense of pride, di ba? We say, iba talaga ang Pinoy, matatag. So, but let's be real for a second. Kasi baka natatakpan na ng pagiging matatag yung katotohanan na sagad na tayo. No? So, is it really a virtue or is it a mask we wear because we don't have the luxury of giving up? So today on Shattered Compass, we're deconstructing the resilience scam. Why being matatag might actually be a trap. I've read something recently that really hit home. Okay, the writer was Audre Lorde. So she once said, "Resilience is all very well, but the point is, it shouldn't be necessary." So Lorde wrote this while she was literally fighting for her life. So she died of breast cancer. She realized that we spend so much energy being resilient that we have no energy left to actually live. So, para sa atin, mga Pinoy, we're so busy building our shattered houses that we never get to decorate them. 'Di ba? Think about that. Bakit ba kailangan maging resilient in the first place? Usually because a system failed or a situation became unbearable. So, sa atin kasi resilience is like a badge of honor. Sa dami nating tiniis, tayong mga Pinoy, taas noo tayo, no? And dapat lang naman. Dapat lang. But true strength shouldn't be measured by how much pain you can take. Resilience should be a bridge to get you to safety. Hindi yung titira ka na lang doon sa tulay na yun forever. What I mean is, it's like, eto tayo sa isang side, okay? Kung saan safe, maganda ang buhay. Okay? Tatawid tayo sa isang delikadong bangin na mahangin, and that symbolizes sakuna or like bagyo or poverty. So yun, no, tatawid tayo dun. So kailangan magpakatatag tayo sa tulay na yun para makatawid tayo and makapunta tayo dito sa kabila where safe ulit and maganda na naman ang buhay. Okay? Ano nangyayari ngayon? Parang nandun na lang tayo sa tulay na yun. Parang dun na tayo nakatira. Di na tayo nakaalis. So matatag na lang tayo lagi kasi di na tayo nakatawid kung saan okay dapat tayo. Okay? So ngayon, ganito tayo. Nakangiti tayo pero nakalubog. Example, dito sa US, when the president say na babangon silang muli pag may tumamang sakuna, in a month or two, talagang nakabangon na sila, no? And some of you may react dito sa sinasabi ko na to na first world country yan eh. Of course, di ba? Yes, it's a first world country compared sa atin na third world. malayong comparison, no? So, dapat hindi siya pagkumparahin. Tama ba? But, kung may nakikita ka sa balita na na nasa 2 billion converted sa US dollars na to, kung 2 billion US dollars na wala lang sa kaban ng bayan natin dahil sa flood control scam, 'di ba? Mapapaisip ka din na you will start to wonder, what if these funds are spent right? Spent for the Filipinos. 'Di ba? Third world pa rin kaya? 'Di ba? So guys, linawin ko lang, this channel won't be about politics. Okay? Ayokong sausawan yan. Okay? Although baka may mabanggit man ako minsan, I won't even say kung sino yung kandidato ko, no? Not like someone would even follow me. But anyway, this channel won't be politics. Okay? So anyway, mahilig ba kayo sa Greek mythology? So, in Greek mythology, there's a story about Sisyphus. Okay? He was cursed. Sinumpa siya to roll yung malaking bato up a hill. Okay? Pag tutulak niya yun up a hill, only for it to roll down pabalik sa baba. Okay? Every time makarating siya dun sa tuktok. And he has to do that for eternity. Sa Pilipinas, we are like Sisyphus. Okay? We rebuild, we fix our lives, and then the boulder rolls back down again. And then we smile and do it again. Okay? In his book, The Myth of Sisyphus, the spelling is Albert Camus. Okay? But he's French. So it's pronounced as Albert Camus. Okay? He said, we must imagine Sisyphus happy. Okay? Pero honestly, I don't think he is happy, no? Who would be happy with that? I think he was just used to the weight. And that's the danger of the matatag label. Okay? Kapag nasanay ka na sa bigat, you stop asking, why you're pushing this rock in the first place? 'Di ba? We focus so much on how to survive the struggle that we forget to ask why the struggle is mandatory. 'Di ba? Sabi nga sa kanta, kalyado mong kamay sa hirap ng buhay. 'Di ba? So, di na natin ma-feel kasi ang kapal na ng kalyo natin. Nasanay na lang tayo sa mahirap ang buhay. Okay? So, I'm still sitting here in Florida, miles away sa mas maayos kong studio setup. Paminsan may naririnig kayong aeroplano, paminsan naririnig nyo yung malakas na aircon. Nandito lang ako outside. So I'm still waiting for my papers, navigating this pause in my life. And even here abroad, people say, wow, you're so resilient. Even my boss, pati partner niya, one time, inimbita nila kaming pamilya ko in their home for dinner. Just right after I got the letter from IRCC, no? This is true, guys. Silang dalawa mismo, sinabi nila sa akin, I am handling this problem that I have really well. Bakit? Kasi nakangiti lang ako and joking around. Ang sabi nila, yun nga, I'm resilient. And sinabi rin nila yun sa anak ko. About my son. Kasi yung anak ko works also dun sa restaurant where I work, part-time. And they said, oh, your son is handling your situation very well. Kasi he's also smiling and joking around. But I realized I don't want to be resilient na lang forever. Of course, I want stability. 'Di ba? Bakit nga ba kailangan natin makisiksik sa ibang bansa to have a better life? So, to my fellow Filipinos, okay, I am not saying magpakarupok na lang tayo. Okay? But it's okay to admit we're exhausted. It's okay to take off that mask. Being strong doesn't just mean you have an infinite capacity for pain. Okay? It also means knowing when you've reached your limit and refusing to call suffering a virtue. Okay? Sabi rin dun sa kanta ko kanina, 'di ba? Ang dami mong problema, nakuha mo pang ngumiti. 'Di ba? But when we smile to our problems, natatago pa minsan nung ngiti natin that there is a problem. 'Di ba? So, pwede yun maging reason sometimes that some issues are fixed very slowly and some were never fixed, 'di ba? We need to stop letting people use our resilience as an excuse to keep things broken. We deserve more than just survival. Okay? So, thanks for listening to Shattered Compass. I'm still figuring out my own map. And I'm glad you're walking this path with me. If this episode hit a nerve, please share to someone who's tired of wearing the matatag mask. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Another day, another heavy load to carry. They see a smile, but not the burdens that I bury. This pressure builds to always bounce back from the fall. This constant strength just feels like a tax, I pay for it all. They call me Matatag, but my spirit feels so worn. Just tired of rebuilding every house that's ever torn.